τη ιδιαίτερη χαρά και τιμή να φιλοξενώ τον πρέσβη της Κούβας στην Κύπρο, ένα λεπτό να διαβάσω το όνομα, Αγγέλ Gustavo Suárez Cordero.
Όπα, μπράβο.
Μπράβο, ναι.
Ευχαριστώ.
Καλώς όρισες.
Ευχαριστώ. Καλησπέρα σας. Our relationship is established in the 60s. That means that we were one of the first countries that recognized Cyprus independence. This year, indeed, is the 65th anniversary of our relation, bilateral relation. We are really happy because during the year we have a program that we are doing several activities. We have concert, we have theater. Is the fourth time that through the culture we connect our people. Mm-hmm. Through the culture we also create synergies and helping also the children in Cuba that you mentioned before. And my face was full of happiness because it's a moment here important for the culture of Cyprus and Cuba. The main organizer of the festival is the Caliente Dance Studio. It's a school of dance. Also, the Council of Peace of Cyprus is part of the organizer of the event. The Tamasos Bishop and the Embassy of Cuba is under our auspices. We are really happy to present in the festival all the dances, all the choreography that Diana prepared for us. Yeah. We are going to have Cuban music live. We are going to have these gays. The entrance fee of the festival is only €5. And it's €5 that is going to dedicate also for the solidarity.
Φίλες και κύριοι θεατές, καλησπέρα σας. Καλώς ορίσατε ακόμα ένα podcast therapy εδώ στο Βουλή TV. Λοιπόν, σήμερα έχουμε κάπως ένα διαφορετικό θέμα. Δεν θα μιλήσουμε για πολιτική, δεν θα μιλήσουμε για, ξέρετε, το τι συμβαίνει γύρω μας, που συμβαίνουν πολλά και διάφορα δυστυχώς. Σήμερα έχω τη ιδιαίτερη χαρά και τιμή να φιλοξενώ τον πρέσβη της Κούβας στην Κύπρο, ένα λεπτό να διαβάσω το όνομα, Αγγέλ Gustavo Suárez Cordero.
Όπα, μπράβο.
Μπράβο, ναι.
Ευχαριστώ.
Καλώς όρισες.
Ευχαριστώ. Καλησπέρα σας.
Okay, and now we turn it to in English.
Yes, sure.
I mean, you already show us that you speak Greek. I already show my 4 Spanish words. Yeah. So welcome, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you so much. It's really a pleasure for me to be here today. It's really a great pleasure. Thank you.
Basically, I must admit one weakness I have.
Yes.
I am in love with Cuba and Spanish language.
Thank you.
So basically, I expect before you leave from here to give us an official invitation, and the whole Unitas Media, we're going to fly to Cuba.
we have the opportunity. In July, we have a group that are traveling. In November, another group. We have some surprises.
We're gonna discuss about all these things. But
yes,
just
sure.
To finish this small subject, I mean, when is the best time to fly to visit Cuba?
You know, everyone always asks me about this.
Of course.
I love the season of February, March, April, May. Why? Because of the weather.
Yeah.
The weather in Cuba in this period is really nice. Is amazing. In summer, is really good to go because you are going to the beach, you are going around, but it's too humid. It's really too humid. But every month, every day, it's good to go to Cuba.
All right. So, how a young ambassador from Cuba came to Cyprus? Tell us a bit about the story. How you appointed in Cyprus, and how is your experience? How many years you are here now?
And here, 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Yes.
It's a lot.
Quite a lot. Yes, exactly. So, okay, I'm working in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Cuba for 15 years. I supposed to go to Canada as a general consul.
It's cold there. Come on.
Yes,
it's cold.
As a general consul, but then the things change.
Yeah.
And my government, my minister, appointment in Cyprus, and I was really happy, excited to come to this beautiful island that all the Cuban really knows about the country. We know because of the Archbishop Makarios, the president of Cyprus. We know because of the Captain Torment. I really recommend. It's a novel written by Emilio Salgari, Italian writer, that is about a love history that took place in Famagusta area. Indeed, it was the first book that I gave to my little girl, to my daughter, to read before I announced her that we are going to move to Cyprus. And she was in love with the story, and now she's in love also with Cyprus, like me.
You know, it's very impressive for us in Cyprus that a Cuba, which of course we all know about Cuba, we know it like the land of the dancing, the smiling, the outspoken people, the cigars.
Oh.
I admit my weakness. And it's an island, first of all, so far away from us, but at the same time we feel such a connection, which I don't know, I don't have an explanation, maybe you do.
I don't have also an explanation because it's not an explanation. You can't explain the feelings. You can't explain the sentiments. You can't explain the emotions that our people really feel when we talk about Cyprus, or here you hear about Cuba. Our relationship is established in the 60s. That means that we were one of the first countries that recognized Cyprus independence. This year, indeed, is the 65th anniversary of our relation, bilateral relation. We are really happy because during the year we have a program that we are doing several activities. We have concert, we have theater, we have a presentation of the books, we bring artists from Cuba to Cyprus, but also, of course, we have a political dialogue. We really feel that we have to celebrate this friendship because it's not only bilateral relations, it's friendship between two small islands that, as David did before, face a Goliath, that are facing their own problem, their own difficulties, but still alive and still fighting for a better place in the world.
An island which is synonymous with a revolution.
It's true. It's true. Looks like this.
Yeah.
Cuba is a revolution. It's a constant revolution that triumphed in 1959. From this moment, we are trying to look the best for our people. We are trying all the time to work to do the correct things. As you know, maybe you know, we face the embargo, the blockade of the United States.
Next question, this one.
From the first beginning of the revolution, because our position, the system that we choose at that moment, and we still have and we still believe in. And of course, island is synonymous of revolution, and we are still on, and we are still alive, and we are going to still fight.
Yeah, something that maybe our viewers they are not familiar with is that Cuba, before the revolution, basically it was the biggest resource for the states, with a lot of casinos. That it's one of the reasons that we have all these antique cars or whatever. But what I'd like to ask now, beyond the fancy and the mancy, I mean, to touch in the heart of the embargo. The embargo is about what, actually? It's about what you believe, it's about what you are also support the terrorists. What exactly is the problem?
Okay, imagine one small island in front of the biggest imperium of the world that created a revolution, that changed the system, that broke the ties with this big brother. At that moment, that you means we have mafia, we have drugs, we have violence, we have racism in our country. We have almost everything. In the 50s, at the end of the 50s, the big mafia of the United States was sitting in National Hotel in Havana, trying to cut the pie, to divide the island, to divide the country. This is Paris for me. Imagine something like this in one small country like Cuba. Of course, we have economic. Better economic situation at that moment for one part of the population. My family, a black family like my family, didn't have access to anywhere, even to the beaches. they don't allow to go to the black people to go even to the beaches. Imagine. The president of the republic at that moment, Fulgencio Batista, they didn't allow to enter to the clubs in the beaches area of Playa because he was black one. He was a black person, imagine. And the revolution came, changed everything, cut this sick in the society, illness in the society, tried to do the best for the people. And from this beginning, was not good look from the United States. And from the first period, the years, they imposed sanctions, and step by step, they imposed more sanctions, and then they established the blockade. The blockade is the embargo, as the people knows around. It's not only a word. It's really, it's a law in the American system approved by the Congress that established a lot of restriction to Cuba. The companies that has 10% of the United States is not allowed to commerce with Cuba. One ship that entered to the Cuban port is not allowed to enter after 6 months to the United States port. It's not allowed for the Americans. They are free, but it's not allowed for them to have Cuban rum cigars. But we have a whiskey imported from the United States. It's really, they try to cut all the commerce relation because as the Mallory mandate said, it was at this moment, and they still believe that also now, is the only way that the population in Cuba is going to be against their government. And until now, they believe in this, unfortunately. They say that they are more the better democracy around the world, but they don't want another to think different. And we still believe that our system is not perfect. We are human beings. It's not perfect. But we still believe that in the top of everything has to be the human being, the person, the Cubans. And we're still working for that.
If your system is perfect or not perfect, this is irrelevant. About the blockade, and I'm going to insist a bit of it because it's also the event that the organizer is going to discuss it later on. The blockade, if you have financial measures or economic blockade, okay, you can understand. Let's say we can understand. But if the blockade start affecting the well-being of kids, of the well-being of population, or things that is beyond the financial terminology. Frankly, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry about my ignorance, but it's past 65 years.
Yes.
Okay, if something didn't work out for 65 years, why is it going to work in the next 20 years? And at the same time, what's the point to have people suffering because of what?
Because of the things that they believe. And really, you took a point that really is the principal things in the blockade. They are not affecting the government of Cuba. The government of Cuba, we are all the government of Cuba. Mm-hmm. They're affecting the people. They're affecting the children. They're affecting our population. Imagine during the pandemic to have 5 vaccines against the COVID, but can access to the syringes to put these vaccines to the people because they don't allow you to buy the vaccines from the United States or from another companies near of Cuba. Because we know that the companies in Latin America, most of them are Americans. Imagine this is the point. Or imagine that in the moment of the COVID, in the height of the COVID, we have problem with our oxygen plant, and they don't allow to sell to Cuba even 1 kilogram of oxygen, because they say it's a industrial or a dangerous gas for in the hand of the country. 1.5 years ago, when we managed to send 2 containers with aids from Cyprus to Cuba, far away, but we did it because of the friends. And I take this point to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all the friends that really support my country Imagine in this moment, one of my friends told in front of the people, we did a gathering to say thank you to the people, and one friend told the sadly point, Cuba doesn't send bombs around the world. Cuba only sends doctors. Cuba only saves life. And this is also what they don't want. They don't want the examples of Cuba. They don't want this Cuba that is really a peaceful country, that is not the terrorists, that not allow the terrorists, that is against the terrorists, because we face the terrorists for more than 60 years. We face biological weapon, we face invasion like Cyprus faced before. We face a lot of these state terrorists, and we are not agree with this kind of situation. But we still believe we love what we have and we love what we do. And they don't want this example for the rest of the world.
Anyway, before I change the subject, one last question in this line, because we became too serious. And
we don't want to be serious.
Actually, it's a serious subject. I mean, because we're talking about kids. It is. Doesn't matter color, religion,
doesn't matter.
Come on, it's about kids.
Exactly.
I mean, how you expect this situation to change or to finish? I mean, you see some signs that maybe it's going to change something, or it's something that's going to continue forever if there is
Cuba always said, and I repeat today, we are open to sit in a table to talk, to have a conversation that we have before during the Obama period, but in the same level. Respect of our integrity, respect of our sovereignty, and respect our system. We have a lot of difference, but we have a lot of things that we share together. And this is something that we can demonstrate really easy. Right now, the Roswell Park Institute of New York is the only, I think, that remained from the Obama period, has an agreement with Cuba. The agreement is about a treatment against the lung cancer. And it is something that is good for both sides. It's good for the people of the United States that are suffering for this cancer, but it's good also for Cuba. Not only economy, also for the wellness of the people of Cuba, because we are testing the treatment in another countries, and it is important. You can search on internet the results of this treatment. Is amazing. It's amazing. And it's a small treatment that creates a small country. We have a lot of things to share. Imagine one American citizen of the United States is not allowed to travel to Cuba. They have to look a permission for a cultural, sport, a scientist, cooperation to travel to Cuba, but not as a tourist. That means that they cut their freedom. That means that they don't have the chance to go and see the real Cuba. Cuba is not perfect. Cuba is not a paradise. And the blockade is not all our problem, but it's the main problem that is the cause of all the situation that we are facing in Cuba.
And one last thing before, and this is my last question, we need to change the spirit. Something also that many viewers don't know is that a part of Cuba is also occupied by the states.
Yes, we have one area in Cuba, is in the province of Guantanamo, in the oriental part of the country. By the way, I came from Santiago, near of this area, is near from this area, that is occupied during the neocolonial. Yeah. In the beginning of the 19th century, the government of Cuba at this period and the government of the United States made this agreement to have charcoal and maritime bases, never said military bases.
Or the biggest prison in the world.
Exactly. They used as the biggest prison of the world during their campaign against the terrorists.
Oh man, okay. Let's share this actually because when I make my introduction, I say we're not gonna talk. Okay, I apologize. There are some weaknesses I need to work on it. All right, Viva Cuba, Volume 4. Oh yes. So let's talk about enjoying life. Let's talk about music. Let's talk about Cuban culture. That for the fourth continuous organization is gonna be in Tamasos. And I was telling I don't know English. I'm gonna say in English. It's Mητρόπολη Ταμασού or in Ταμασού. Okay, what is this organization? Because at the moment I said the name, I saw your face also. You maybe, okay, thank God. Let's talk about something.
No. You saw my face because I really feel, happy.
Yeah.
Because it's the fourth time that we managed to do it. It's the fourth time that through the culture we connect our people. Mm-hmm. Through the culture we also create synergies and helping also the children in Cuba that you mentioned before. And my face was full of happiness because it's a moment here important for the culture of Cyprus and Cuba, because we create a big connection. By the way, let me send a message to my dear friend, His Eminency the Bishop of Tamasos and Orinis, Isaias. Thank you so much, because all your support is really important. That the Bishop was really kind to support the idea from the first beginning.
Yeah.
It's something amazing, and the Bishop that always is too serious, too religious, became a part of Cuba there. You can find in the cultural square, you can find from the cars, the American cars that represent also the cars that we have in Cuba, food, cocktails, but you are going to be full with the dance, with the music, and with the people there. The energy that create during the event is amazing. Mm-hmm. It's vibrant, it's full of happiness. The people enjoy really the time that is spent in the cultural square of Tamasos. And we are really happy for that. We are really happy for that because we are creating a regular festival in Cyprus that brings from one island to another island our vibrant culture.
Exactly.
But we are doing also in a well manner, because from this small activity that we are doing, this is the fourth time. It's going to be 27th of June. Sorry, it's going to be 27th of June, next Friday.
Yes.
No, this one, the next one. Mm-hmm. We are collecting also things to send to Cuba in the container of aids that we are sending every year, and this is something to be happy, of course.
I'm gonna come later on this. I want just to make a comment about the organization in the bishopric. Cyprus Church many times is accused that we are very conservative and this, but at the end of the day, it depends on every bishop if he's gonna have open doors or if he's gonna do take some actions that basically is gonna bring people together. And because I know that, because Isaias is my friend also, and I know that many times. Okay, I'm not gonna defend you like a lawyer. I know. Don't call me, please. But because many times I hear from people to say, but they are in the bishopric, they have this open ground, and it's not churchy, if there is a terminology. What is churchy? I mean, to give people the opportunity to come together and to work for a better cause. Anyway, I finish with this. I go back to the...
No, I want to do a comment.
Oh.
Here in Cyprus, I have to tell you that my relation with the church is really very good.
Yeah.
I have several bishops that are my friends, but not only the Orthodox, the Catholics, the Protestant, because it's something that also we respect in Cuba.
Yeah.
We respect the freedom of choose your religion. And this is really, I feel comfortable here. And Isaias is one of examples there. But also another bishop, I don't want to mention another, but please don't be jealous. But we have really very good connection from the first beginning with the Archbishop Macarius. Archbishop Macarius.
Starting a long time ago.
Exactly, not now, starting from long time ago. We are really happy.
Tell us some more about this festival. I mean, who is the organizers, if it's an entrance fee, more some details.
The main organizer of the festival is Caliente Dance Studio. It's a school of dance by George and Diana. Diana is a Cuban lady, a great dancer that was part of the folkloric ballet of Cuba. And she is now here in Cyprus because of the love, you know.
Love Move Mountain.
Love Move Mountain. Also, the Council of Peace of Cyprus is part of the organizer of the event. The Tamasos Bishop and the Embassy of Cuba is under our auspices. We are really happy to present in the festival all the dances, all the choreography that Diana prepared for us. Yeah. We are going to have Cuban music live. We are going to have these gays. The entrance fee of the festival is only €5. And it's €5 that is going to dedicate also for the solidarity.
The tickets, from where people can buy the tickets?
The people can buy the ticket in the school, Caliente Dance Studio that is located here in Strovolos, or in the entrance of the cultural square in Tamasos.
Yeah, because I have the image of the bishopric, and I know that a lot of people gathering there. I think maybe it's better to advise them to have the tickets before that. It's
10 days from now to the celebration. Maybe you can pass by the school and buy the ticket there.
Okay, now about the Viva Cuba Volume 4. You mentioned that beyond the dancing and the good time and the cultural exchange, etc., which is fantastic, that basically we're going to is gathering also clothing, or please tell me more. I don't want just to improvise.
Okay, it was an idea of the second volume that we start creating something, and the idea was, okay, why not to take the opportunity of the event to also present the cultural atmosphere of Cuba, but also support the children of Cuba. Yeah. We are supporting Juan Manuel Marquez Pediatrician Hospital in Havana. We are sending, this is the third time that we send container. We already send a container now. And indeed, in the festival on 27, everyone that want to bring clothes, that want to bring food, lasting food, you know, canned food. Or
dry food.
Is that dry food? Can do it, because we are going to collect to send in the other container to Cuba. And this is something, you know, that touched my heart as ambassador, but most of Cuban. The hospital that we are sending all the things is the same hospital that my children attend, because we are from this area. But it's the same hospital that the Cuban vaccines against the COVID were tested there. You know, and this is something important. And the oncological, they have a oncological center inside the hospital, and we are focused, we are attending the oncological, the children that has oncological problems. And every year I'm going to the hospital, say hello to the family, say hello to the direction of the hospital, and they are really blessed, happy, and thankful of the people of Cyprus, because of the support that they receive for more than 3 years now. For more than 3 years now.
Okay, let me repeat, to see if I understand correctly what you just said. I understand correctly, but I want to emphasize. It's a kids' hospital.
Yeah.
And they don't have medicine because of the blockade.
You pointed out.
It's a kid hospital.
Exactly.
But at the same time, they don't have the medical equipment.
Exactly.
It's necessary.
We have the doctors, we have the capacity,
yes.
We have the building, the hospital, But because of the blockade, we can access to better equipment, even to medicines. And we are facing this kind of problem, and it's really sad. It's a lot of families, there are children, the hope of the future. Imagine.
The reason I emphasize because I want to be practical. What exactly is more helpful to help the kids? To bring money to buy medicine, to bring you the money or somebody to buy the medicine? Give us a direction.
As we did until now, is the people to feel free to bring the stuff that they want to bring. What we are asking for, if you have, so for example, in your house, syringes, trocars, or you can buy in the pharmacy for the children, you know, it's smaller than the adults, you can bring. If you have some new clothes that you want to donate, you can bring. If you have some dry food, it's going to be really more than helpful for the children in the hospital.
All right, because now you touch my sensitive point. I have the same weakness like Bishop Isaias. We're gonna start a campaign through our media group. We're gonna ask for specific things, and we're going to assist and help you to bring. So if you about the medicine or whatever, if you want some specific medicine, it's going to be okay, or just to focus, because I understand it's a bit sensitive, the subject with the medicine, to focus to collect clothes and dry food and
medical stuff.
And medical stuff like syringes.
Syringes, trocars.
Sorry to acting like this, but it's really I can't accept this. Really, no, this is happening. I'm saying I cannot. So even just to bring syringes.
Thank you, Harris. But it's
okay. So let's finish with some happy tone. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing the things that a small island like Cuba, in the other edge of the world, that
so far away geographically,
but so close.
Here.
Yes.
In the heart.
And by the way, you are near the States.
We are near.
What's the distance?
The distance?
Yeah.
90 miles.
90 miles.
Yes.
It's almost similar how we are with Turkey. Almost similar. Anyway, and you stand your ground on your belief, and you don't lose your happiness. How to say? I mean, the mojo, how it comes.
In the difficult times, you only have to face the life with happiness. It's the only way to go through the difficult moments. And this is a principle of the Cubans. Despite all the situation around, despite all the economic problem that we are facing every day, I told you, we are not the perfect country. We are not an ideal country.
Nobody's perfect.
We face a lot of problems. But our people are working. Our people are trying to do the best. Our people always have this spirit of resistance, but always has in the feeling, you know, this music, dance, ring, the food, because it's the spirit of the country, it's the soul of our country.
And my last question is, for me, is the most important one. Tell me about the cigars.
I don't expect your question. Oh, the cigars is another love of my life. Is another love of my life. Here at the beginning, when I arrived to Cyprus, we did with the Strobolos municipality one exposition about the culture of cigars, because it's a culture.
Talk to me.
It's a culture from the land to the client to the people that love to smoke cigar. Mm-hmm. The cigar is history in Cuba. The cigar is tradition. Imagine the farmer in Cuba take care of the leaf, take care of the plantation of cigar with their hands. Then, with these hands, pass to another to control the quality, to dry the leaf, but then to the rollers. And in the rollers, in the house in the factories, everything is by hand. Everything. That means when someone smokes a cigar, is smoking also part of the tradition, the culture, the soul of one nation. And this is Cuba. This is a secret of the cigar. The secret of the cigar is not only is by hand. No, no, no. Everyone can produce a cigar by hand. No, no. The secret of the cigar is a big culture from the farmer to the final client. Because even when you transport the cigar, you have to take care, and everything is made with love, with quality, that is so important in the Cuban cigar, and always thinking in the person that are going to take the cigars. The cigar is part of our nation, is part of our tradition. I smoke cigar from 10 years ago. Only cigars, not cigarettes, no, only cigars. I smoke cigar from 10 years ago. Is really one of the moments of relax in my daily life. You know, because you find peace, you find also joy and happiness through smoking a good cigar. I hope that we meet soon together and smoke a good Cuban cigar.
I need training how we're going to enjoy it. Okay, I know a bit, but yeah. So the last word to you, dear ambassador. There is the viewers.
Okay.
This camera.
Yeah.
Address to them and tell them whatever you want to tell them.
I have to thanks to the people of Cyprus for their hospitality, for their solidarity with Cuba, and professional and personally, this 3.5 years in Cyprus has been really important moment in my life. And I'm really happy to know such as a beautiful and kind country like Cyprus is. Thank you so much. And thank you, my dear Harris, for the opportunity to come here and to talk a little bit about my love country.
Dear Ambassador Angel Gustavo Suárez Cordero, I said correctly?
Correctly, perfect.
Perfect, eh?
Opa,
perfect.
bravo.
Okay, so now this also about Elena to teach us Spanish. So the next interview is going to be, no, it's not going to be Spanish. Thank you so much to be with us.
Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you so much.
Λοιπόν, ευχαριστούμε και εσάς φίλες και φίλοι θεατές που ήσασταν μαζί μας. Να υπενθυμίσω ότι στις 27 του μηνός θα γίνει στη Μητρόπολη Ταμασού και Ορεινή, στο ανοιχτό πολιτιστικό χώρο. Θα είναι το Viva Kuba Volume 4, φαγητό, χορός και τα σχετικά. Μια παράκληση από εμάς. Ξεκινούμε από σήμερα το campaign. Φέρτε μαζί σας ξηράντροφοι, φέρτε παιδικά ρούχα, γιατί θα πάνε για πάρα πολλά καλό σκόπο. Στο τέλος της ημέρας, τα παιδιά μας μπορεί να έχουν 10, 20, 30 διαφορετικά ρουχαλάκια, ας έχουν 5 λιγότερα και να στείλουν τα που υπάρχουν ανάγκη. Μέχρι επόμενη φορά, να είστε όλοι καλά. Γεια σας.
Μουσικοχορευτική εκδήλωση Viva Cuba Fiesta IV. Μια βραδιά αφιερωμένη στον πολιτισμό της Κούβας, κατά τη διάρκεια της οποίας θα γίνεται συλλογή παιδικών ρούχων και ξηράς τροφής για να σταλούν στην Κούβα. Χορευτική παράσταση, αυθεντική κουβανέζικη μουσική, μεγάλη πίστα για χορό, έκθεση κλασικού αυτοκινήτου, κουβανέζικα φαγητά και όχι μόνο. Παρασκευή 27 Ιουνίου στην πολιτιστική σκηνή της Ιεράς Μητροπόλεως Ταμασού και Ορεινής στις 7:30 το απόγευμα. Είσοδος 5 ευρώ.
Αναγνωρισμένο τετραετές πρόγραμμα Διεθνείς σχέσεις, παγκόσμια οικονομία και στρατηγική ανάλυση. Διδάσκουν οι δόκτορες Χαραλαμπίδης Γιάννος, Δενιώζος Νίκος, Φίλης Γεώργιος και άλλοι καταξιωμένοι πανεπιστημιακοί, ειδικοί συνεργάτες, αξιωματικοί, οικονομολόγοι και διεθνολόγοι. Κολέγιο Λίδρα για σπουδές στις διεθνείς σχέσεις, παγκόσμια οικονομία και στρατηγική ανάλυση. Οι εγγραφές άρχισαν.